In these series of videos, I'm going to give this disclaimer each time, and that is, don't use these rules mindlessly. You still have to be careful of your tendency tones. The rules typically work best in root position triads, and you should think of these rules as guidelines to help achieve smooth voice motion. With that said, root motion, chord motion, by second can be seen in examples such as 1 moving to 2, or 3 to 4, or 4 to 5. So if we have a C major chord moving to D minor, this is, as shown, is the smoothest voice motion that you could achieve, but the problem is that you'll get parallel perfect fifths. To avoid parallel perfect fifths, you need to move in the opposite direction, and you'll get a voice motion like so. So in our rule, if you move all the pitches in the opposite direction of the root motion by second to the nearest chord tone in the next chord, then 2 pitches will move by step in parallel and 1 pitch will skip a third. This is the typical solution to root motion by second. Now let's talk about one very significant exception, and that's the deceptive cadence, which is root motion by second, a 5 chord moving to a 6 chord. The problem is that especially in minor keys, we have this leading tone. So let's look at A minor. If we have 5 moving to 6, we can't forget to raise our leading tone to have that G sharp. And if we follow our rule, we move in the opposite direction, we determine our voice motion. However, we have an augmented second in this G sharp, the leading tone, moving down to F natural. To solve this problem, we can resolve the leading tone normally. And let's not worry about leaving off that F, because that's the root of the chord, and that's typically supplied by the bass, which will be lower. And so we'll still have a complete chord. As a result, if you resolve the leading tone normally and you double the third of the 6th chord, that will solve your voice leading issues.